What's up, man?
What's up, man? What's going on?
None, none.
Nah, it's good, bro. It's good, man. Yeah, dog. Just wanted to go ahead and stop by, do a quick interview with you, dog. But this is being recorded, man. It's gonna be put on live on my website. Man, I'm actually pretty happy because we finally reached 600 people today. So
All
that
right, cool.
it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing. But y'all welcome to another TNWTL movement interview, man. I'm here with another person today, Mikey Julius, man. Licensed pilot. Man, I'm telling you, man, I got some great questions for you today, man. So let's start off. Tell me a bit about yourself, Doug.
Basically, right now I'm 18 years old. Right now I'm going to school out in Dubuque, Iowa, and right now I'm working on my commercial license. So basically, I'm on my three out of 4 or 5 stages of my becoming an airline pilot. And I started flying when I was 13, and I got my license when I was 17. So I mean, I've been really driven towards this field, but also currently I'm also looking into getting investing and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Oh, dang. Was it hard?
With a hard, I mean, yeah, a lot of people ask that. I feel like, yeah, only if you make it hard. I mean, if you love to fly, I mean, it's not to be hard because you always have a passion to do it. I mean, I'll tell you about the time when I failed. I failed the first time I chose a solo. So basically, when you solo, it's the first time flying the plane by yourself when your instructor's not in it.
Oh,
And basically, the first time I went up, and I thought that it would be the day. Yeah, so I let it get to my head, and I wound up failing because I didn't correct enough for the crosswind that was coming in. But it taught me that as long as you put in practice, and you have a passion and love towards aviation, and you want to work hard, you'll overcome anything within it.
yeah, man. That's some good motivation for people to know. So what would you tell, like, if you knew people that wanted to do flying as well, like what you do? What would be your advice to them?
My advice to them is just be an airport bum. Just, I mean, it's like it's starting off if you're flying all the time. When I first started, I was at the airport pretty much from 9 to 5, if not nine to nine because I had class right after I flew. But just always be around the environment. Always be looking to help out. Whether I mean, you don't always. The thing is with aviation, it's not just about what's in the book. It's about like getting the actual experience. So if you're always there at the airport, willing to wash planes and just learn from other experts in the field, you'll be better off.
So what do you plan to do within like the next couple of years with your experience of flying? Do you plan to take it like, I don't know, where do you plan to take it to?
Next couple of years, I plan to start working next summer for a company out in California, and then years after that, I'm trying to get my foot into it for investing, and hopefully, by the time I graduate college, reach high six figures or $1 million through investing. So by the time I graduate, start my own non-for-profit organization, so I can help inner city kids obtain their dreams as well within aviation.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, that's good, dude. That's really good. So what motivated you to do all this stuff?
Basically just being blessed because coming from a middle class family and like being grateful for everything I've had. And my motto has always been, my dad can go from welfare to the middle class. Why can't I go from the middle class to 1% and give back to the people who really need it most? So I always feel like that's key, like to give back. A lot of people like they don't know what they think when they get to what their dreams are and they don't know how to handle it. My biggest thing is once you reach your dreams, the biggest thing, the first thing you should do is give back. So I know if I work hard in these next couple of years, next 2 to 3 years, anything can happen. I mean, I'm limitless. So as soon as I reach my dream, it's just time to give back. Help others reach their dreams.
And while you're young, it's best to do what you got to do and give back to everybody because you know what I mean. A lot of people are
Exactly.
struggling through a lot, and you know what I mean. We gotta help them through everything, like because like we
Exactly.
got it right now. You know what I'm saying? We got it.
Yeah.
It's like those.
Exactly. My biggest thing is like you said when you're young, you're never too old or too young to do something great. So I feel like the people these days look outside of school for what they really love to do and explore into that field and bring that back into the education system, they'll flourish in ways that they can't imagine.
Yes, bro. That's the best thing. So have you had any big influences in your life?
Yes, my father. You don't hear a lot from a lot of African American kids these days. My father and also have a couple mentors I listen to. Like I have a friend starting on the West Coast. He's actually the one I'm talking about going to California working for. But also just I'd say myself as well. I mean, there's just points in times when I'm down on myself and It's been really hard, but I look to YouTube, I look to other places to look up motivational videos and speeches and just to acquire more knowledge and build my day back up.
And that's basically what I'm doing, man. I'm actually a motivational speaker myself, man. So, you
Nice,
know,
nice.
been doing it since I was 16 years old, my brother. So it took a long time, you know what I mean? It took a really long time. So tell us a little bit
Yeah.
about the middle school through high school. Take us a little bit through that. How was it? How was it in middle school through high school? Was it a little difficult for you?
Middle school? No, not at all. Middle school is pretty smooth sailing, but high school is a little bit rough. Because in middle school, I got straight A's. I mean, I could relax in class and get straight A's, but high school wasn't the same. I graduated high school with basically a 2.9, and I got an 18 on my ACT. Actually, no, I got a 20. I got an 18 the first time, but highest I got was a 20. And I grew up in the suburbs, so I was surrounded by a lot of Indians and other Caucasian or white people or white kids who actually were flourishing. A lot of my friends in my circle were kids who had high GPAs and got high in the ACT scores, and I mean, like they got like 30s and 32s, and so like hearing that like made me think like, wow, where did I fall off? What did I do wrong? But it was there the whole time. I mean, my sophomore year of high school, I really didn't work that hard, and basically that was my downfall. I mean, I only got accepted into about 2 schools. I applied to about 7, but it was just a lesson that was meant to be learned.
Yeah.
Basically, so I feel like if you take like your failures, they're never your failures. You only learn from it. That's why I know if I never failed during my sophomore year, I never would be in the mindset and position I am today.
Yeah, I kind of messed up too a little bit in my freshman year, and that kind of got me to fall down a bit. But I ended up gaining myself back up, getting to where I wanted to really be and do what I had to do. So, man, tell us how long you've been. You said how long you've been living in Iowa so far? Has it been a while? Or?
Um, no, I'm just about to make it a year. I mean, 'cause I'm from the suburbs of Chicago, so I live out in Aurora. So that's where I'm originally from.
How was
But
it?
yeah, good.
How was it in Chicago?
No, I was in the suburbs, so I mean, I never knew about downtown. I never was in that type of environment. But out in the suburbs, it was for the most part it's nice. But there's a lot of I'd say institutionalized racism there as well. I mean, it's not really brought up that much in today's news because I mean, yeah, I mean the news is it's a facade sometimes. But yeah, there's a lot of institutionalized racism that happens out in the suburbs of Chicago. I mean, like a lot of people don't see it, but yeah, it definitely is there. And I know my parents fought hard, and at the end of my school years, I started to fight hard for my own future. But yeah, I mean, but yeah, after that, I mean, I moved out to Iowa because I would go to college out here, and I've almost been out here for a year now. But yeah, I find it to be okay up here. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's not the best, but it certainly is definitely far from the worst. So
So, what are your hobbies?
my hobbies, my free time. I mean, I play D3 lacrosse here at the University of Dubuque. Had a lot of fun doing that. Just came back from Texas. We played University of Dallas and also Louisiana. We were in Louisiana, played Miss Labs down south, so that was pretty fun. But also outside of that, I like to work out and run, and just learn. I think that's the biggest thing is learning on in my free times. I think it really benefits me.
You met a lot of people throughout your lifetime. You got to say.
Say again?
You met a lot of people through your lifetime.
Yeah, I could say that. I mean, I'm a very sociable person, so I mean, yeah, I could say that.
That's good, man. Seems like a lot has been happening for you since that's been going down. So, where would you want to be in the future? Like in the future, where do you see yourself in the future?
I mean, if I were to break it down, I'd say I'll give you 5 year graduate from college. Like I said, I want to be a millionaire as soon as I graduate college. So I can start giving back. But by my 10 year, so by the time I'm 30, that's the benchmark I would say in my life. Because a lot of people, by the time they're 30, are ready to settle down. But I think by the time you get 30, you should be ready to build on top of what you've already accomplished. So basically, by the time I'm 30, I want to start my own flight school. Like I said, on top of that, and just push and work hard. I mean, just travel the world. Also, like one of my biggest goals I wanted to set out to is go to every country in the world. So yeah, I just limitless. That's like I said.
What states have you been to so far?
I've been to states. I've been to almost all the states on the East Coast. I haven't been out to the West Coast that much yet. Went to Texas and Louisiana for the first time over the weekend, and I'm looking. I've been to Colorado and Nebraska. I'm trying to get out more to the West Coast now, but yeah, like I said, it's a work in progress. I mean, it's not so much what's within the states of the United States, but also throughout the world. Because I feel like that we can basically show the other parts of the world what it's like to live your dream and then be able to get, maybe if it's just out of the whole world, out of everyone I see, only 200 kids adapt to that. They see that as motivation. I'll take it to heart. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Is a lot of people out here in these third world countries, you believe that's the only way in living.
Do you
So yeah.
the motivational speaker? Because you do a lot. You have a lot of motivation, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, I listen to a lot of motivational speakers like Eric Thomas. I mean,
Love
like
it.
he's one of them. But yeah, all around. That's the biggest thing. There's a lot of things you can watch. There's a lot of things you can read. Like the current book I'm reading right now is What I Wish I Knew When I Was 20, by Tina Sealing. I mean, it's a pretty good book right now. But overall, all around, yeah, I listen to a lot of motivation. I mean, that's why, I mean, I guess yeah, you can see me pulling some quotes here and there, but yeah, but I feel like after a while, motivation, you take what they say on the outside, but it has to also inspire what you do within. It has to motivate you from within to get yourself going.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
That's the truth. That's the truth. So what would you say your favorite state was out of all the states you went to?
I think all the things I've been to so far, my favorite, I think New York. I mean, I'll eventually, I guess in my later days, I mean, that's far from now, but I want to eventually go out and just relax in the Hamptons of New York, Long Island. I always like that. I've been out there a couple of times in the Montauk. Yeah, that's definitely been one of my favorite places to be. It's just different. It's a different type of environment.
Yeah, it really is
So
fast life out there.
exactly. I think the biggest thing about the Hamptons, I mean, you can feel the power around. Like you can feel the success because I mean the big houses, the nice cars, type of environment. You just feel it when you're within that environment. I think that just really takes it to the next level as well.
That's good, man. That's good. So what are you planning for the rest of 2016, Doug?
Rest 2016. I mean, wow. I mean, like I know. Have you heard Drake's new single, Summer 16?
Yes.
Have you heard that one?
Yep.
Yes. I mean, that's a big thing. I mean, all summer, planning on working hard. That's going to be my first step to taking my steps towards my dream. Knock out my commercial license. I've been trying to save up enough money so I can start investing, get that started up, and basically a lot of things. It's very. I have no boundaries. I look to do anything and everything. So learn how to play the piano and just is a broaden my horizon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, bro. I know what you're saying. So last question, bro. If you could meet anybody in the world, just anybody in the world, and sit down with them and talk to them about you, who would you want to talk to? If you could take
If
a moment.
I could talk to anybody in the world, I mean it's pretty hard. 'Cause I mean I have a pretty decent list. I mean Barack Obama is definitely one of them. I mean, a very successful black man. I mean he's gone through a lot of it, most definitely. But trying to think of who else. Richard Kiyosaki. I don't know if you know him. Wrote a bestseller book about Rich Dad Poor Dad. His basics to investing, and it talks about how the difference between his rich dad and his poor dad. Basically, his rich dad was the one with no college education, and his poor dad was the one with the college education, but was too woodworked into the system, made it too molded in, pushed to a mold of the system where he never really knew the basic concepts of money itself. So he's definitely a big person because I mean I think his book changed the way I thought. So I think he's probably my biggest one, and also I mean, also the personality, be like my grandfather. So he's like my ancestors too, because I want to know what they've been through. That way I can make my family name that much better.
Man, that's good, dude. That's really good. And I really appreciate this interview. This 15-minute interview, bro. It was really good. Like I felt a lot of motivation, and no lie, you really are ready for the future. Like I could see it. Like when I first looked on your Instagram, dude, I was surprised. I was like, man, he's 18 years old and he's in flying. He's a licensed pilot. Like it shocks me to see that you never know people around the world until you can actually sit
Exactly.
down and talk to them for
Exactly.
a couple minutes, and just get to know about who they are. That way you can feel more comfortable around the people, because we all live in this world, okay? There's
Yeah.
a billion people in this world that we're all around. Well, over billions of people in this world that we're all around. We have to deal with each other every day. Why not get to know our neighbors and the people that live, you know, that we live on the earth with? Why not get to know them? Because
Yeah,
when
most definitely, most definitely. I mean, as you speak of that, I mean, I have other connections and other, outside the country. I've networked with other pilots, other people who have businesses, other investors, even outside this country. It was crazy about Instagram. I mean, Instagram is by far my favorite app because, I mean, I just like, I don't know, like if you follow the right people on Instagram, you can be the most motivated person on the planet. It's the most motivational app you can have. I mean, you see people traveling around the world, seeing new things. And like you said, I mean, why not get to know them? I mean, never be afraid to send a DM. I mean, it's almost like you can't treat these people, other people outside the world like you talk to a hot girl. I mean, because even to a hot girl, they're just another human being. 'Cause they still have feelings, they still have other things in their life, and they'd be more than happy to break down and talk, give back. I feel like those are the people who are worth it. They'll be more than happy to give back.
Exactly, and I'm glad that I spent this time to actually talk to you and get to know who you are as a person, Mikey, and I appreciate that, bro, for actually having this interview with me today, man, because honestly, this is like, and I've talked to a lot of big people, but I have to say this is like one of the best interviews I've ever had, because not only was it motivational, it's a life lesson to learn that it don't matter who the person is, if you just sit down, talk to a person, get to know who they are, man, everything is good.
Exactly, exactly. You never know. You never know.
Well,
So
I'm glad.
thank
I
you,
mean,
man. I appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you in the future.
all right, look forward to see you too in the future, Mikey. Thank you, bro. Appreciate this a lot,
No
man.
problem, man.
All right, man.
Hey, shoot me that follow back on Instagram. Man.
I
Greatly
got you,
appreciate
bro.
it.
Following you right now.
All right, thank you.
All right, peace, bro.
Peace out, man.